Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to check in with Ferris State Golf and joined by head coach Sam Stark. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
Obviously, I know it's been a busy spring for you. Both teams playing here and certainly going over the course of the spring. Has been on the course a number of days.
Yeah, I think it's been for me 37 days, the last 37 days, I think 25 travel days. So it's hard to come home and know what day it is, but it is nice to be in Big Rapids. Just trying to get as much work in as we can between tournaments. The practice time is super valuable for us just because we might not get a ton of it before we're off to that next event. So men have conferences coming up this coming week, Friday through Sunday, and then the ladies are actually competing as we speak on Monday right now in St. Louis, and then they'll have conferences the next week, April 21st through the 23rd.
Obviously, both teams have had some strong success here over the course of the spring, starting with the women. Certainly playing some great golf here in recent weeks.
Just really steady. Speaks to the depth of that team. I mean, no superstar outstanding performances, but we get one of those from a different person, it seems like, each week, which is really the goal. If you can go 5 or 6 people deep, as we are, that can contribute to the lineup. That's what you need to have happen to be a really strong presence in the region. And I think we were 6th in the regional rankings as of this last week, which is as high as we've been in a while. So just speaks to how hard they work, kind of led by Elena Eldred, who's our senior on that side of things, and works really hard, leads by example, takes some younger people under her wing, and 3 freshmen in the lineup this week, so it's always fun as well. A lot of learning experiences. But no, it's been a really positive spring for them all the way through, from spring break in Florida, which seems like a lifetime ago, but was exactly a month ago, up till our last regular season event, which is going on right now.
Obviously, a lot of these tournaments over the course of the spring, you haven't had a lot of opportunities yet to play in the state of Michigan, a lot of them in Ohio, and moving further to the south in Kentucky.
Yeah, and we seem to bring bad weather with us no matter where we go. So that never fails to amaze me in the spring. Finally caught some good weather last week, but usually that's just part of the deal of being a Michigan-based school, is you're traveling 8 hours south and it still might be 38 degrees. We caught a couple of those days in Kentucky. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Conference championship is supposed to be 72 degrees for the gentlemen this coming week. Last year, real field 29 degrees. So just varies year to year, and but it's looking like a great weather week this week. Get some good prep in over at Khaki and get a ton of good practice in.
Obviously, flipping to the men's side now, and they've had some steady improvement here over the course of the year, and led by a talented player in Caleb Bond.
Yeah, Caleb's had a great spring. Freshman. I think once he got his feet wet with college golf and he understood how it worked, it suits his game really well. Super mature decision maker, just a very steady presence, doesn't take huge numbers. He's very gritty, and that rubs off to his teammates. And so it's a unique situation to be in that number 1 spot as a freshman, but he's done very well with it. That team as a whole has come back really well in final rounds of events. We just have to kind of bottle that up and use it for first rounds. We haven't struggled necessarily in the first round, but the second round, the last 2 tournaments, we've put up the best score in the field in that final round both times. So it's a testament to what they can do. It's just a matter of performing at that level every single time, and we're really close to it at the right time of the year for that.
For some of those younger guys like him, and obviously on the girls' team as well, having that experience maybe in a few tournaments in the fall, how did that help prepare them maybe for the spring season?
It's huge, just because I think it mentally gets you prepared to play both in the fall and spring. You're not used to that as a high school player. I know some of our players that are new remarked that. They're like, yeah, I'm not used to having my season go from August to October, winter conditioning, winter training, all the way through March to May. It's a grind, and it's not for everybody. But they're here because I knew they could handle that, and they know they can handle that, and they want that extra work that comes with it. So it's a big juggle with academics, which they do a great job of, which our professors do a great job of, and it's just a juggle with being a college student and missing some days and missing some class, but going out and trying to perform at your best all the time. And we're starting to see some of those people round into form really well this time of year.
How much does it help having maybe one of the top courses in the area really to practice and train on at Khaki Golf Course?
It's massive. I mean, especially unpredictable Michigan weather. This will be the first week that it's open, is this week. So Wednesday, course opens. Practice facilities open, I believe, today, so we'll be out there today. But Having an indoor facility with 4 TrackMan bays, 3 heated bays out of the bottom, that's some really, really top-class technology for a Division II school. I would say rivals almost any in Division II and some in Division I. So very fortunate to have the use of that, to have the support of CATKey, and to have a course that's so close. I mean, maybe a 2-minute drive from campus, owned by the university. So everything we have is set up for success and for our student athletes to improve and to get better and to not have to worry about that weather in the winter months when it might get you down, that you can't get outside. Couple us going south for our tournaments with the facilities we have, and it's a really, really good recipe.
Obviously, you mentioned the men coming up in the GLIAC championships this weekend, the women the following week, and both taking part in those championships down in Augusta, Michigan. Maybe talk about what that tournament's like for both teams.
It's a course we know really well, both courses. Both teams actually won a fall tournament on those respective golf courses, so Stoughton Bray for the men and Stonehenge North for the women. So we have a lot of confidence from that. We've played well there in the past. The men won a GLIAC championship there 2 years ago, finished runner-up last season. The format's a bit different than what we're used to, with 2 rounds of stroke play and then medal match play after that. But I feel like both of our teams are really well suited for medal match play, just kind of mano-a-mano, you versus someone else. If Rob, I'm playing you, you shoot 72, I shoot 71, I get a point for our team, right? And so that aspect of it and the way that both of our teams can grind out rounds are going to serve us really well as we head towards conferences. So definitely a unique opportunity for both to get into medal match play. You know, we have to qualify for it first. It's the top 4 teams from those first 2 rounds of stroke play. But confident that we'll take it just one shot, one hole at a time, hopefully get into that medal match play and then take it from there.
How competitive is the GLIAC on both the men's and women's sides going into the conference tournament?
It's deeper than it has been. You know, you look at, on the men's side, us, Grand Valley. Grand Valley is one of the best teams in the nation, ranked in the top 10, so a lot of respect for them. Davenport's been really solid this year, Wayne State, Saginaw Valley. So just getting to that medal match play is really crucial for both sides. You flip it on the women's side, you know, Grand Valley's always there, but we've been more competitive with them than we have in the last 5 years or so this season. So Grand Valley, Wayne State, us are probably going to be the contenders for that side of things, but you never know in medal match play. You just have an opportunity to go play. Every single shot matters, every single hole matters. It's not traditional match play, so that's what we like about that format. You always have a fighting chance.
Obviously, a couple big events coming up here and as you look toward the postseason. And Coach, thanks for the time and best of luck here to the Bulldogs.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
That'll do it for Ferris Sports Update. Reminder, you can follow all the action online and get all the results at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.